Hello, Miss Jess here. Welcome to my preschool tour. This is my room, and I'm very lucky because I have an old home ec room. So my room is very big, and I love it, and it gives me lots of space to be able to do the things that I want to do. I'm going to walk around and I'm going to give you a tour of my centers and just kind of tell you how I do some things in here. This first center here is my writing and my library with my lights and my bookshelves. I like to cycle my books out on the bookshelf depending on whatever our theme is for the month. This month we're doing winter and like hibernation, so I have all kinds of books about snow and winter and bears and all that great stuff. But on my writing table, I also go with the theme. So I have letters that deal that they can trace, and then I have words. I have our hibernation words that they can flip through and look at the picture. They can do tracing, writing. I have my writing center set up here where they can do some tracing activities. Or I have these sheets that they can get out and then they can draw whatever they would like. Sometimes we do journal entries here as well. And I have everybody a journal, and we will draw in our journals, write in our journals, whatever that way. Behind my writing center, I have my art center, and I have paper that they can freely draw on. And I have coloring sheets that normally go with our theme, as well as books, because they love this. It's one of their favorite things, so I like to have that. I have everything in bins that are open and clear to see. You have to have everything on their level that they can openly get as they want. Then over here we have our drying rack, which normally we help because I don't have wall space and I have so many cabinets. Some of my things have to be up higher, so they need to be assisted more. We have our art easel, which also gives their art easel routines. They know what to do by the pictures. And then I have their portfolios here that we add to. And it's just like a nice little thing that the parents get at the end of the year that keeps most of their work in it. Here is my library, and that's only a small portion of my books. I have a ton more in my cabinets, but they go with the themes. So next week, we are starting our February unit on kindness and friendship, and I have a bunch of books that I will pull out and put these back and rotate those out every month. Here, I like to always do something that goes with our theme for the month, which this one is hibernation. So I have a little bear in a cave, and the kids love it. This is our peace table. Our peace table is where our students need to go if they need to calm down, take a break, chill out. Maybe they've made some bad choices and they just need a break from everything else. Since we cannot technically do time out in preschool, this is where they just chill and they need to escape from what they might be doing to redirect them. So this is a great tool to have in your classroom. I have a kitchen in here, so please ignore most of that stuff. This is my water table center, and we just change this out. Sometimes I put different things in there for them. In the water table, I have a sand table, which currently is not sand. It is cotton balls and paper cups, and they count the cotton balls, whatever the number is, on there, and they put it in the cup. They love this. We change this out a lot. It's either sand, I've used corn kernels, anything. It's fun to find different things to put in there. And then you will rotate over to my science center. And in my science center, I always like to keep going with my theme. So I have hibernation, parts of the bear, animals, and winter. Our alphabet, we play that letter hide and seek game for our small group. My shelves, everything is labeled, everything has a place. That way the kids can look at the pictures and know this is the binoculars and our bug thing. They know this is where this goes, and that's where it goes on the shelf. Same for the scale. Now some things I do switch out often because they do get tired of playing with the same thing every single day for weeks. So I do switch out several things often. Those I don't necessarily label because of how much I switch those out. But I try to incorporate things that I know that they will like. I have a dinosaur that you build. Here's where I do most of my STEM activities. There's magnets, weighing, the bugs, I have a bear stem challenge. They make a cave with the cups for the bear. See how big they could make their cave, how different, creative they can make their cave. This is my science center, and luckily I'm able to space my stuff out very much because of how much space I have. So then our next center, we're going to go to the math center, and if you noticed, I have all of my centers labeled by color. My sensory is yellow, my science is green, my math is blue, and then I'll show you the others as we get to it. And our math center is more like our puzzles. I like to switch out things in the center as well that go with our theme. Like, they'll pull the tray out, take it to the table, and then this is a snowflake count. So she has 2 snowflakes. They would look for the snowflake that has the number 2. Teachers Pictures is a great resource for items like this because you're able to switch them out so much. And this is just like a color sort. I have puzzles and some things, and I switch stuff out in this center very often. The next center is my block center, and it is black. I have that label black, and we have the tool bench and blocks, some cars. And I know that I said we couldn't have rugs in the classroom, but we can have foam mats. So this is for them so they don't have to sit directly on the floor. And everything is also labeled in this station so they know where it goes and how to put it back. And then our next station is my pretend station, which is a red station. And here we have toys. We have the pirate ship, there's the racetracks, cars, animals. They love this foam rug. They can play on it, and it's easy to clean. And then our next station is the dramatic play center, which is pretty much the same as pretend, but because I have so much space, we decided to do 2 stations so we could have more room for them, where we have to keep most of them apart. We have a little stand that we change into different things. There's a kitchen. Everything also has its spot, so they know don't iron, telephone. I have the cash register. They have fake phones, the keyboard. And here I have baby dolls, a high chair, and I also have my music in this station, just because it's easier for them. And that is incorporated into the dramatic play station. So those are all of my centers. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stations in my room, which is normal. Some teachers will do separate music stations or something like that. I also use my whiteboard sometimes as a station. And this is their seats. We have them spread out with the dividers. And I have 15 kids in class right now, so our tables are pretty full. This is probably not a normal layout that I would do in a normal year, but because we're not allowed to have rugs, I got foam squares instead of rugs. And what we will do for our morning meeting circle time is we'll spread these out on the floor, and that is the child's spot for morning meeting or circle time. And these are easily picked up. They're easy to clean, wipe down. I can put however many out I need for the morning meeting. The way that I do my centers most of the time is I have a chart that we do, and they get a clip. I put this together myself. I learned it from my student teaching experience, and it's a good way for them to choose because it is supposed to be free choice time. So they will, normally I have a clip here with their names, and they recognize their name. I hold it up and they see their name. They'll come up will spell it together, and then they will pick where they want to go, and then they can change where they would like to go. So if they pick the art center, and then after they clean up their mess and they want to go to the pretend, they put their clip up, and then they would get a red clip if there's a red clip available. So that's a good way to manage your centers and how you have your kids go throughout the room, where they still get the free choice to pick where they would like to go. I am pretty lucky. We do have a very big classroom, so it's really nice to be able to move things and have so much space. If you had a smaller room, I'm sure you can still make it work. I know a lot of people do, but if you have any questions, or if I can help, or if you have any questions on why I did something a certain way, please let me know and I will help you. I hope you enjoyed coming to our classroom and seeing everything. Bye-bye.